see. I don't know how that works. Okay, it says starting. So I suppose that we are live, which is great. So I'm going to share this link here real quick, and then we're going to start to see what's really, what really happened with this phone, first of all. So we know that it's water damaged, which, from this view you can't actually tell, like, we can't really see that this thing is indeed water damaged, but if we move around to here, we can already tell that. Alright, that's sharp and crisp. There you can see it quite nicely. Alright, so let me actually get lighting a bit better. That should do it. Okay, let's see. It's picking up its own shadow, which it's not supposed to. So let's get something under here. Alright. Yeah, that's totally doing it. Alright, so we can actually see here that the SIM tray looks very, very messed up. So of course water did get into the SIM tray. Where we have to see whether or not, okay, as far as I can tell from looking at this from an angle, the pins, the contacts inside of the tray are still fine, but I'm not quite sure about that, so I might actually need to solder this off in order to really tell. But what we can already tell is that this here looks very, very bad. Definitely not supposed to look like that here. Alright, let's go closer here. Yeah, you can see that. So, where do we go here? Exactly over here. So that looks really, doesn't really want to get sharp here. I want to get sharp. Yeah, alright, but you can see it. This is very, very, very messed up. Looks everything other than good. So, let's see. Let's have a look at the back side. Let's see what this looks like. And, so far, really so good, we could say. Like, this all looks like it is in pretty good condition. Alright, let's zoom out here. You can see that's all fine, that's all fine, that's all fine. So we don't even really have to unsolder the shields here or anything. You can see also here's CPU area. Looks all fine so far. But on this side of the board though, like at the very opposite, or right behind where the SIM tray is on the other side, we can see there's quite the corrosion going on as well over here. So first of all we need of course to clean this up. Then there are quite some components we need to verify whether or not they're still on a relatively normal value. And other than that, of course, we need to see whether or not some caps are conducting or are leaking after the, I guess you could say, water exposure. Like, especially, let me get something to kind of point on there. Maybe some pendelope screwdriver. That's do something. Yeah, there we have a pendelope screwdriver. So, especially, where are they? Those two guys here. They look really bad. Especially this one. So, we definitely have to verify whether or not they are still a capacitor and not a wire. Alright, so first of all I'm going to clean this up. So this chip though looks like the underfill relatively protected it from the water, so I don't think we have to take that off. At least it doesn't seem so. So I'm not going to take that off. Yeah, so first of all, you might be wondering, okay, what's wrong with this phone? What does it and what is not happening? So what's actually happening is it drains a slight amount of charging current, but on the display, really absolutely nothing happens. So, yeah, that's totally done. So first of all, and I've been saying this quite a few times, but yeah, let's just clean it up. So that's what I'm going to do. Switching to the other camera here. If it wants me to switch, doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, but I wanted to check the chat out anyway. Let's see what's going on in chat. Whether or not there's anything going on at all might be not the case here, right? So let me switch the camera. There we are, okay. It switched. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is really just basically like this to get the, whoa, what happened? Okay, it just switched the camera once again. Doesn't really like the other camera, I think. Okay, that's pretty bad, but yeah, that's just how it is. Let's try that again. Okay, worked. So I'm really just doing it like that. Not quite too strong, I don't want to rip any parts off here. Even though some, it doesn't look like they're missing parts, but you know, you can quite see, even, I don't know whether or not you can see that in the camera, but there's definitely some dust coming. Yeah, and it already looks better. So I'm also going to blow a bit on it. Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay. Let's see what's going on in chat. Oh, it seems like absolutely nothing. Nope, absolutely nothing. Alright. So, yeah, I guess that's it for that. And now it looks like that, which does look better. But to really make things, we need to get some isopropanol, which I'm just going to do real quick here. Let's do this. Let's first of all get one, that's much more important. Alright. Isopropanol, I need you. Come on. To really clean this up. This needs to be cleaned up quite nice. Yeah, otherwise you don't even need to attempt something here. So, let's do this. Okay, light is bad. But light is going to come back in just a second, so... Alright. Alright. Yeah, so there we have isopropanol. Oh, Englisch. Ja, Robert. Englisch. Aber wir können das ja ein bisschen in beiden Sprachen gestalten. So I'm trying to have German going on as well as English. Alright, so we can see the board here. And now I'm just going to drop some isopropanol on there. I don't know whether or not I can do this under the microscope, but I don't know. Yeah, I can do it. Alright. And now that's all in isopropanol, and now I'm really just going to do the same thing once again here. Alright. And that smells. That's quite the smell. Once again. Also nochmal schrubben, ja. So. Natürlich nicht zu fest, wir wollen keine Bauteile runterreißen. Not too strong, we don't want to rip off any parts or whatsoever. Alright. Yeah, that looks relatively good. So let's get another drop on here. Alright. So, nochmal einen Tropfen und dann nochmal hier bürsten. Okay. Okay. Ja. Also, guten Abend, Robert, ne? Genau. So, alright. Let's actually get a bit of hot air on this side to make it dry out real quick. I'm gonna do, and then we will see whether or not we still have something here. But you can quite see this looks a lot better. Alright, let's try that up. Okay, should already be dried up. And that looks relatively okay. You can still see some slight corrosion, but that's so far so good, I think. Okay, so let's get to the back side, which still looks like that. So I'm also going to drop some isopropanol in here, just like that. Alright, let's get a good amount here, and then let's clean it up. Same thing. Alright, also kind of want to get into the Sim tray here a bit. Also auch etwas hier in den Sim, ja, Sim-Slot rein. Alright. Okay, it's 22 hours. European time. 22 Uhr. Okay, we need some more here. So this side actually has some yeah, worse corrosion. Definitely. Alright. Yeah, we can see a let's see. some crystal oscillator, I suppose. Let's see if we can see what it says under the microscope. So, okay, it says, come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, I can't quite tell that. Was steht hier drauf? Bleiben die 1080p. Die 1080p? Bei einem Mbit Upload? That's not a great idea, man. Okay, was steht hier drauf? XL. Man kann es nicht gucken. Ja, definitely no frequency. Definitiv keine Frequenz, die hier drauf steht. Also gut. Ja, das muss man noch ein bisschen weiter reinigen. Man kann hier immer noch eine starke Korrosion sehen. Genau, das heißt, hier kommt jetzt nochmal ein Tropfen drauf. Another drop here, alright. So, können wir sehen. Ja. Mal gucken, vielleicht kann man jetzt lesen, was hier steht. Ja. XLKTM K1Y4G. Na gut. Alright. Dann nochmal schrubben. Let's actually clean this up. Or try to clean it up more. As this is not at all cleaned up so nice. Alright. It actually looks like there's one part missing. Have a look at that. You can already see it, but let's see. Like, actually, this, okay. Actually, yeah, there's definitely something ripped off here. You can see that. There. There we go, yeah. Something's definitely missing here. Also hier fehlt was. Yeah, so we need to see what that was. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure those both pads against ground, alright? So you get at least a beep, let's see. Okay. So one probe on ground and the other one on one of those, but I need to do this not under the microscope because there I don't really have the space I need, alright. Okay, so both pads are open to ground, which is not quite great. Alright. So now we would need some kind of CXW to really see what part that was, because I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, there's definitely something missing. So let's see, maybe we can actually tell what that was and where it belongs or where it's attached to just by looking at it, alright? So let's actually come on. Oops. Man, what the fuck? I don't want to have such a shadow here. I might do it. Man, come on. Was Wasser so ausmacht. Ja, so sieht's aus. So sieht's aus. Alright, so that's the sim tray, and above that, yeah, there you can see. This looks still pretty bad, and you can actually see that there's something missing on this line here. So really, right here, there is something missing. Alright, so but I'm not sure though. Like, there's one pad above there. It also looks like there was something. So there might be more parts missing here. Let's see. But I can't really see a whole lot that's missing here. Alright, but the parts that came off so easily, they probably were not really soldered together anymore. Anyway, so, ja, also die Teile, die jetzt hier so leicht wegkamen oder vielleicht schon weg waren, die hatten sowieso keine Verbindung mehr, die waren schon wegkorrodiert. Nur das Problem ist jetzt, wir müssen eben wissen, was war da, um das zu ersetzen. So we need to replace that, alright, and yeah, I can actually see some parts here that don't really look that nice, but alright. Also gut, für diese Seite erstmal soweit so gut, da kümmern wir uns dann drum. Definitiv total weggerottet. Die Merle. Ja, guten Abend. Muss ich das doch in Deutsch machen hier? Hi, aber 7 Zuschauer haben wir schon. Alright, I'm still trying to do this in 2 languages, so. Alright, also. Wir gucken mal wieder auf die andere Seite. Auf der anderen Seite sehen wir hier, Da sieht es eigentlich gar nicht mehr ganz so schlimm aus. Man kann jetzt zwar auch noch sehen, nach der Reinigung jetzt, wo die Korrosion war. Und, ui, was haben wir denn hier? Neben der Diode ist ein Kondensator. Der hat hier irgendwas dranhängen. Wo mal das ist. Ja. Hindert jetzt wahrscheinlich nicht. So, dann hier. Ja, die Diode ist ziemlich korrodiert, aber die sollte auch noch Verbindung haben. So actually I'm going to put some flux on this anyway and then kind of reflow this. Yeah, just to make sure everything is soldered. Also ich werde dann sowieso dann noch ein bisschen Flussmittel drauf machen, das alles nochmal durcherhitzen. Da kristallisiert sich dann auch noch hier und da ein bisschen Korrosion raus, kann man so sagen. Dann ist alles wieder gut verbunden. Ja, so this chip actually really looks relatively good. So it really seems like, as you can tell by those white watermarks which are around. So. Okay, sind wir wieder da. Ich hoffe erstmal. Fokus. Wo bleibt der Fokus? Also gut, gucken wir mal. Ja. Okay. So, alright, we are back there. Alright, stream resumed. That's great. Genau, habe ja eigentlich nur mal kurz andere Kamera angeschlossen. Aber gut, genau, hier sehen wir ein bisschen mehr. Also, wir können jetzt schon sehen, ja, es sieht hier soweit auf der Seite ganz gut aus. Das könnte alles funktionieren. I'm curious about that. What is that here? Yeah, that looks a bit corroded. So let's see whether or not that still makes connection. Also wir wollen sehen, ob hier noch Verbindung herrscht. Das mache ich jetzt mal. Das heißt, ich lege jetzt die eine hier an dem Anschluss. Okay, das... that doesn't look good. Also, der Anschluss hier ist wegkorrodiert. Alright, so what I measured is this line. You could clearly tell where it got corroded, so really just to there. And at this point, there's nothing, really no conductivity or whatsoever. Absolutely no beep, absolutely no diode mode reading. Also die Verbindung ist offen, die müssen wir jumpern. Und genau, das wären dann so die Lötarbeiten, die hier vorgenommen werden müssen. Und ja, dann können wir mal gucken, was das Gerät dann spricht. Ob es wieder geht oder halt eben nicht, ne? Also ja, soweit so gut. Der Rest vom Board, der sieht wirklich in Ordnung aus. Ich kann das jetzt mal von groß hier zeigen. Also, machen wir mal so. Machen das hier mal alles groß. Hier. Okay, also hier können wir jetzt mal das ganze Board sehen. Now we can really have a look at the whole board, and yeah, so far it looks quite good. So there's really just water damage in this area here and in this area. The rest is totally fine. I mean, we could have a look under here just to verify that, alright, which we're going to do. Also wir gucken jetzt nur mal, um das zu verifizieren, dass hier sonst nirgends... Ich brauche nochmal ein extra Licht. Moment mal. Nochmal mehr Licht an. Okay. Mehr Licht halt nicht. Dann halt nicht. Okay. Mehr Licht will nicht. Alright. So let's verify that. What's under here? Come on. Come off. Not come on, come off. Doesn't really want to. God damn it. Alright. It's already a bit off, but not quite enough. Okay, natürlich it's adhesed to the chip. That's the reason why it actually came off that bad. Alright, that's totally waste. We can stick something new on there. That's basically a yeah, kind of adhesive EMI shield. Or not just kind of, that's exactly what it is. It's just an adhesive EMI shield, alright. So yeah, but we can see under here also everything looks absolutely fine. So that's cool, that's great. Alright. Alright. Give me a second. So, yeah, so this is gonna work. We don't necessarily need this shield. It doesn't really how the phone works, doesn't affect that. Die Abschirmung hier, die braucht man sowieso nicht unbedingt. Die beeinflusst das Gerät an und für sich nicht, sondern eben nur, ja, was ums Gerät rum ist. Alright, so really just this area and this area. And we can actually also see this, so let me just get the board away real quick. If we have a look at the phone itself, at the housing, we can actually see that we also have to clean this up. If the display at all is still intact, which seems to be the case, so under here it looks great. But yeah, so this connector is definitely bad. Like, yeah, we need to also clean this up, which I can do right now. Also das muss auch gereinigt werden. And here we can also see quite some corrosion at the volume buttons. But that shouldn't affect anything. We should just be able to clean this off real quick. Yeah, and that looks great again. So that's the back panel with the inductive charging coil. Alright. So let's get back to here. And that really looks pretty bad. So let's give this a, first of all, clean up. Erstmal eine Erstreinigung hier. Mit der Zahnbürste. And this connector, that's really messed up. Alright, so now some isopropanol. Brauchen wir hier ein bisschen Isopropanol. Also hier, hier, hier. Alright. Isopropanol ist drauf. Ja, der Anschluss, der sieht dann sogar noch relativ in Ordnung aus vielleicht. Sonst dann gleich nochmal unter dem Mikroskop angucken. Okay. Das war jetzt so gut. Trocknen wir das mal. Ja gut, nach dem Trocknen sieht man, hier ist schon noch was übrig. Also hier müssen wir nochmal ran. Nochmal mit frischem Isopropanol. Video Output Low. Viewers will experience buffering. That's not great. That's really not great. So, Isopropanol. So. Alright. And then let's just do this once again. Alright. Oh, and I can actually see down there, it also looks pretty... Oh boy, it also looks pretty bad, yeah. So... Ooh. Oh my goodness. That looks really bad. Wow. Ist mir noch gar nicht aufgefallen. Also hier unten sieht es auch sehr, sehr schlimm aus. Das heißt, das hier wollen wir auch gleich mal reinigen. Also erstmal Erstreinigung hier wieder. Nach wie vor. But I guess this area here can be replaced anyway. Das hier kann man wahrscheinlich sowieso austauschen. Nehme ich an. Also. Okay, Isopropanol. Alright. Isopropanol ist drauf. So. Das sieht doch schon wieder ganz gut aus. Okay, also das Teil hier, mal der Anschluss. Ja, der Anschluss sieht nicht perfekt aus, aber könnte man als funktionstüchtig einstufen, oder? Ja. So, the plug here looks relatively nice. That should work. So I guess that's it for that part here. So that looks great. That looks great. So that's the display unit, which could be replaced though, but we kind of want to avoid that. Also wir möchten verhindern, dass man das Ganze hier austauschen muss. Alright, so let's get back to the logic board, where we now have to solder quite some things. Yeah. Which I'm going to do, and then you can see the result of that in part 2, because I have my soldering iron downstairs, and there's no great Wi-Fi or whatsoever. I mean, it's still not great over here, as you can see by the quality and by the lag and by pretty much everything, alright, but yeah. This is it for the part 1. What I'm going to do now is really make the jumper here, where the line is straight corroded and doesn't conduct anymore. And I'm going to see what parts are missing, stick they back on, and I'm also going to add some flux here, which I might even can do right now. Do I have flux here? I don't know. Because I have all the soldering equipment downstairs, so... Oh, but I do. I do have some flux here. So... Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I might be able to do this. Also, ich glaube, wir können das hier gleich machen. Hier mal überall ein bisschen was drauf. Alright, so there's some flux now on there, as you can see. Now I'm just going to heat that all up nicely. Also hier ist das Flussmittel drauf. Dann werde ich das Ganze hier jetzt mal einfach erhitzen. Gucken, das ist hier in der Kamera gerade etwas schwer. Deswegen mache ich das mal hier. Okay. So. Alright. Yeah, so the solder was actually liquid here. So it hopefully resoldered some joints here. Alright, so that's looking good so far. Well, let's do the exact same thing here on the other side. Let's just get some flux on here. Alright, and that's a little bit more flux. And alright, just like that. And now we're going to melt it down. Alright, that's looking good. Sieht soweit gut aus. Also. Ja. Also das heißt, wir müssen jetzt eben ein paar Sachen hier nachlöten, neue Bauteile drauf machen, dann das Flussmittel reinigen, damit hier vor allem dieser Anschluss hier guten Kontakt hat und es wieder schön aussieht. Und dann können wir das Ganze mal ausprobieren. Also nochmal zum Ende hin. Der Grund, oder was passiert ist, einfach gar nichts. Das Gerät macht absolut überhaupt nichts. Es hat zwar Ladung etwas aufgenommen, also ein bisschen Strom ist reingeflossen, aber nicht sonderlich viel. Und ja, genau, das heißt, wir haben hier jetzt das schon mal stark gereinigt. Also davor sah das ganz schlimm aus. Könnt ihr euch dann nochmal angucken. Das wird auf YouTube dann zu sehen sein. Und ja, jetzt wollen wir hier erstmal kurz den Akku messen, um zu sehen, ob der dann noch was raushaut oder ob es da aus irgendwelchen Gründen nicht mehr dazu kommt. Also, so let's get my multimeter here and have a measurement at the battery. Alright, so yeah. Where is the battery attached to, first of all? Erstmal muss ich wissen, wo man den Akku messen kann. Wo kann man dich messen? Where can I measure you? Yeah, I totally don't know that. But I can also see that there's still some signs of water here, which I might want to look at. I don't know whether or not that's just a... Yeah. We need to kind of rip this thing apart to really see that. But battery, that's... Yeah, this is the battery plug here, yeah, and that's exactly what goes directly on here. So, also der Akku, der wird direkt hier angeschlossen, ja. Und das war eben auch der Grund, warum das hier alles korrodiert war. So we really had the corrosion directly at the main voltages, directly at VCC main, basically, because that's where the battery injected voltage at. Alright, so we want to see whether or not the battery still outputs some voltage, which yeah, we need to see. So actually, I suppose that we have like plus and minus directly here, but this will be a little bit hard to measure this, especially with those. Alright, let's see. Give me a reading. doesn't quite indicate something. Yeah, so I don't know whether or not it's still... Let's see, maybe we can see something there. Nope. Yeah, so taking a measurement at this flex cable is really quite a pain in the butt. But I'm still trying it. Okay. So, I'm getting messages. Let's see. Who's texting me? Let's see. Alright. What the heck? Okay, my iPhone just decided that the battery is low. Let's connect that. Get you connected here. Alright. So, okay. I wanted to take a measurement of the battery. Let's see, since this little connector here is not really so friendly to my tiny probes here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've just placed them wrong. I don't know about that. Let's see. Let's see, but they really... Man, this sucks. Why can't they just make something normal? Like, everyone complains about Apple, but really, I mean, what we have here is much worse in terms of doing things weird and, you know, kind of unknown, and really making things, or try to make them as not quite repairable as possible. So that's really, I mean, we could even tell that just by the massive amount of glue they use to keep this thing together. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, just to tell you that. Okay, so if we suppose that the battery housing itself is minus, which I'm just going to suppose, can we measure something there? Not quite. Not quite. Okay, so it's really kind of hard to measure anything here. Yeah, so I could try getting the battery out. Let's see. Mal versuchen, den Akku hier rauszubekommen. Ich meine, nicht, dass das jetzt unbedingt notwendig wäre, aber I thought this is quite necessary, but I don't really see another way to measure that. I mean, we can try to remove this foil here and see whether or not we can see the battery management system directly. Also, that's something that usually works for the iPhones. Alright, so something definitely comes here. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Okay, let's see. That is the battery management system. It's basically protecting the cell from things such as this. At least that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so you can see this looks even still good. They're using a good board here, not the cheap PCB they're using for the logic board. Okay, so first of all, we can of course measure the battery directly. Oh crap. Okay, so we clearly need to replace this because that is freaking bad. That's not going to lead us anywhere. Definitely not. We just to see what happens, we can measure the short circuit current, where I'm not really expecting anything special to happen, but let's do this. Oh boy, that's short circuit, man. Yeah, so this battery is not going to lead us anywhere. That's what I gotta tell you. This battery is completely done. And completely full of shit. So, we need a new battery. Who would have guessed? Wow. I mean, seriously, this thing is dry. There's not a single drop of water on there. This looks absolutely fine. This looks absolutely new. So, ja, die BMS, die hat nicht ein bisschen Wasser abbekommen. Auch hinten sind überhaupt keine Bauteile drauf. Und trotzdem ist der Akku so tief entladen. Das spricht ja auch schon für sich, was wir hier für eine wunderbare BMS haben. Würde ich mal sagen. Oh je. Naja gut, okay. So ist es eben. Aber naja, genau. So yeah, actually I really need to see what we can do there, since I don't have such a kind of battery like right here to just quickly replace it. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about that, but I will see that when we are there, basically. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to do the desoldering on the motherboard anyway, and then we will see what we can do, right? Alright. Let's do this. What happened here? Come on. Okay. So, yeah, that's how everything looks here. So, just for the end, let's have a look to the chat. What people say in the chat. So, jetzt gucken wir mal in den Chat, was die Leute da so sagen. Also, muss ich erstmal wieder YouTube hier aufmachen. Aber so lange können wir uns das nochmal hier angucken. Also, dieser Akku hier, der ist definitiv tot. Leider, kann man sagen. Aber, naja. Da muss eben ein neuer her. Das hilft alles nichts. Von dem her. Genau, also gucken wir mal. Let's have a look at the actual chat. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, it's playing an ad. Live Chat. Okay. Ich würde den mal auf 4,2 Volt aufladen. Wieso auf Englisch, wenn kein einziger englischsprachiger zuschaut? Well, also Igor, das hat den Grund, dass sowas hier viel mehr englischsprachige Zuschauer interessiert als deutschsprachige. Das heißt, wenn das hier auf dem Kanal ist, dann wird das eher aus diesen Seiten der Welt aufgerufen. Okay? Okay. Schade, dass zwar hier kein englischsprachiger zuguckt, das wäre natürlich noch schöner, dann wäre das lustiger hier vom Chat, aber da es als Video danach auf YouTube sein wird, wäre das so. Okay, den mal auf 4, es gucken auch Amerikaner zu, so ist es nicht, nur die, wobei jetzt live eben, ja, weiß ich nicht, sind nur 4, von dem her vermutlich nicht. Genau, auf 4,2 Volt aufladen. Naja, der hier kann ja, mal gucken, 4,4 Volt. 4,4 Volt DC. Was natürlich schon wieder so Samsung ist, sage ich mal. Weil das, naja, ist schon ganz schön viel. Also eigentlich, es ist zwar eine Manganzelle, eine Lithium-Manganzelle, das heißt 4,3 Volt, ohne dass da irgendwas anfängt zu gasen, gehen schon, aber bei 4,4 Volt ist die Toleranz halt auch noch mit drauf, ja. Also, das ist schon nicht so gut für die Lebensdauer des Akkus. Samsung charges this thing to 4.4 volts, which is not quite nice. That's really quite at a limit, but that's just how they're doing it. Okay, dennoch, ich werde das jetzt erstmal löten und dann mit Teil 2 mich wieder melden und dann probieren wir das mal aus. Ich kann ja auch mal versuchen, den hier zu laden, ob da was passiert, aber ja, vermutlich nicht. Also, So that's it for that. I'm going to try to charge the battery, doing the soldering, and then I'll be here with part 2. So bye bye. Ciao, ciao, Leute. Man hört sich. Ja, genau.